10 years ago, the mindset was people are going to get hurt, just part of the job, and now we're reinforcing that people don't have to get hurt, that you can do every job without getting hurt.
Now we've gone 305 days without anybody, any contractor, any employee being hurt in this facility.
The success story is safety. Over 2 million hours without anybody getting hurt.
0 incidents, 0 injuries. Everybody goes home safely every day, and by doing that, we'll be #1 competitively.
First, you have to have the message, and expose them to it. But then they have to find their own reasons as to why they feel that safety is important.
If people feel, the employees feel as if they matter, they make a difference, they've got a contribution to make, then they're going to feel better about themselves and feel better about the business.
One of the things that in all the years that I've been trying to figure out what really great safety leaders do, there's one absolutely consistent thing. They have great processes, great procedures, but they also all work on the culture, the safety culture. And incident injury free is a proven methodology that has worked at helping leaders change the culture to a safety culture in their organizations.
Injury and incident free has a couple of really key components. One is it's a change in leadership's role with respect to safety. You can't talk about safety for 5 minutes and talk about cost and schedule for 90 hours and 55 minutes and have everybody think that you're really serious about safety.
It's all about leadership behaviors. I would say 5 to 7 years ago, we were in more of the have-to regime. And to get to the want-to, you've got to demonstrate to folks that you care.
It's continual reinforcement, it's leading by example, and that's kind of my role, is lead by example and continue to set the right tone for the contractors and the other employees that are out there.
I ask everybody to take out their wallet. Just about everybody carries a wallet, and you ask them, what's in your wallet? Why do you work? Almost every one of us has a picture of a family member in there. And you start saying, well, what happens to the quality of their life if you're injured? If you can't see your children, or you can't hug your wife because you can't move, what's the quality of their life like? And that's the difference. The craft starts thinking in those terms, and you start thinking of them as people, not hands, and they start thinking of you as people and not management.
I just noticed a change in people start feeling like I can do the job without getting hurt, and it was backed by the top management of the refinery emphasizing the need to work safe.
Every day it's the main focus of every job that we do. Safety first, safety first, safety first.
Safety is not a priority, it's a value, and that we have to take it as a core value.
And it's the way that they live their lives. It's not a number on the scorecard every month.
The numbers are nice, but it's more important that every day everybody's going home to their family.
Everybody's talking about safety. Everybody's watching others back as they're working alongside with them.
The leaders I see who do it well spend probably 25 to 50% of their time on safety.
It's not that they haven't cared, but accidents kind of before was accepted as being part of doing the job.
At one time, we had 16 people in a year get hurt. He said, why don't we just go ahead and line the 16 people up now, get them hurt, and go the rest of the year without getting hurt? That was a big turning point for me, realizing 16 people actually get hurt here every year, and that was unacceptable.
When the Incident Injury Free Initiative came along, that really was an eye-opener, there were projects where the safety levels were tremendously improved.
The secret to incident injury free is relationships, to the extent that you care about every individual who works in your organization or comes near your workplace.
It's all about leadership. And if we can demonstrate to people that we care for them and care about their lives, their family, and their safety, they'll bring it all to the table here in the refinery, not just in the area of safety, but in their overall job performance.
It is okay for anyone in the organization, whether it's an operator on the front line or a salesperson. It is not only okay, but it's essential that they question people above them, the people next to them, especially about safety.
If you can tell an individual, you're bringing something to the table, and I expect you to bring something to the table, versus go in the corner and shut up and I'll tell you when you can talk,
when you have a different type of an attitude like that, then people are going to contribute.
Bring it up to their supervisor, talk to the company rep, to their foreman. That's what IIF is all about. That interaction, that communication, not only with the contractor to contractor, but contractors to Chevron employees.
And what we saw was in 2002, the first half of 2002, we had hurt 11 contractors. We brought JMJ in, they began to work with us. Second half of the year, we had 6. First half of 2003, we had 3. Second half of 2003, we had 1. And now we've gone 305 days without anybody, any contractor, any employee being hurt in this facility.
We've gone 2 million man-hours. And that's unheard of in the refinery industry.
They know whether you care or not. And the only way you can demonstrate that you do is day in and day out. You can't just say, hey, I care for you. You don't believe me. You don't even know me. This is the first time we've ever met. But if day in and day out you see me and you hear me, you'll get to understand that I care about you and that you go home safely every day to your family.
First, I'd have to establish a relationship with these other people, let them know who I am, where I'm coming from, what my motivation is, which is strictly to make sure that people go home injury-free, period, so that they go home to their families just like I expect them to help me go home to mine.
And that's showing by then, and people say, well, they must really care about me. They're coming over, watching me and telling me this and asking me if I need anything. Here's extensions, here's the numbers, here's my phone, here's my radio. Give us a call. And that is to show you that you really care, you got a genuine concern, that you're not just saying it at the meeting, now go out and do your work.
I started witnessing differences in behaviors and attitudes out in the field. And, oh, by the way, I started seeing the difference in bottom line results. And when I put all that stuff together, I say that's not hard to buy into.
If people believe that the leadership of the refinery truly has a concern for them and their personal safety, then my experience has been that people will reciprocate by showing a concern for the business.
Now, we've seen it, we've been there, we can do this. We can keep working injury-free, incident-free. There's no reason why not.
The last thing out of my wife's mouth in the morning when she sends me away is be safe. Every day. And I keep it with me. And I really keep it with me. Just as a reminder of why I'm here.